Hi, I'm Bob Vila. Welcome home again. We've got lots of exciting work going on today for you. We're putting in a kitchen floor that's pretty unique, and it involves recycling old barn beams. We're also taking you on a tour of the Glessner House, a unique house museum here on Prairie Avenue in Chicago that's an H.H. Richardson design and still has a lot of the family furniture in it. We're also coming back here, installing a garage door and a garage door opener. So stay with me. It's good to have you home again.
Presents Home Again with Bob Vila.
Okay, right now we're going to talk with Burger Jewell. And Burger, you pretty much developed this type of flooring, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful idea.
Well, a man came to me with some old lumber out of an old factory, Donnelly printing press, in fact. And he said, I've got millions of these little squares. They're 3 by 4 by 6. And we used in the machine shop.
So they paved the floors in the machine shop to absorb the shock of the printing press.
Yeah, and the trucks and everything would travel. Very durable.
Yeah.
So, and of course it was black and terrible. He said, well, see what you can do. So I took it home and I split it in 2 and looked at this great grain. And I said, wow, it has a possibility.
Sure.
So I put together a sample and put it in my showroom.
And people liked it?
I sold a job.
So all you do is you take old beams from barns now?
Yes, we buy old barns.
Yeah.
And get beams, slice them to whatever dimension we want.
Right.
And then hand bevel them and install them.
Fantastic. So all you do is put a little beveled edge on it, and you get the feeling of old cobbled stone, kind of. Yeah.
That's where the cobbled wood comes from.
Exactly. Let's talk with Chuck about the installation process. Hi, Chuck. Hi. You've already put some down. Take us back. What's the first consideration here?
First thing I'm going to do is map out the room. Start right down the center of the room with a chalk line, square it up both ways.
So this is a 12-foot wide room, and you went to the 6
Right to 6 feet.
What about the subfloor that we gave you? Was it good enough?
Yeah, this is a good shape. It needs to be a pretty sound 3/4 inch plywood subfloor.
Right.
Although it can be installed over concrete also.
Yes.
The next move is just to keep putting down snap lines to keep it fairly uniform.
Do you do it in sections, a foot at a time, or what?
I do about 5 rows at a time. That's what I've done here. I'm set up here for 5 rows.
All right. And do you have to put down a chalk line for each row? Or?
Right, just to keep it uniform. Got it marked out already.
So here, I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Boy, that's day glow, isn't it?
Good.
Nice. Okay, so then you're actually going in sections 5 across. What about the mastic that you use?
Mastic's rubber-based. I don't want to use a water-based mastic with this product.
Why not?
It'll cup the wood.
Ah.
I've got about a 1/4 inch trowel. Trowel it on fairly thin, right up to the line.
I like the look of that mastic. It's nice and gooey.
I usually start on the outside just to keep it fairly uniform. Press them into place and just fill into the middle.
And you're going absolutely randomly, right? You're not trying to match one tile to the other.
No, trying to keep it as random as possible.
I noticed that one has a big knot. Do you have to worry about knots popping out?
Usually the knots, if they're going to pop out, they've already done so. Keeping the spacing about even, a little plus or minus, trying to keep the lines fairly uniform.
What's the nature of the mastic? How long will it be soft like that before you can go to your next step?
It takes a full 2 days before you can go to the grouting process, before you can really walk on the floor.
Okay.
To do the last walls, the wall cuts, I'll put a piece of plywood down and work on top of that.
All right, this section of the kitchen floor has had 2 days to set up. The mastic is all dried. Now, Chuck, what is this process?
I'm troweling in the grout.
And what is the grout? It's not like what you would use with ceramic tile. It's something else.
Well, it's made with sawdust from the wood.
Yeah.
Mixed with a fast-drying oil-based sealer.
What's the ratio of the mix?
2 parts sawdust, about 1 part of liquid.
Great looking stuff, huh? And you just dump it down.
Just put it right on the floor. push it into the cracks.
Using a rubber tool there.
Right, you can do it with your hand, do it with a trowel. Take off the excess with some form of squeegee.
Isn't it beautiful, though, the grain of the wood?
And then trowel the steel wool the face to take off the excess so it doesn't dry to the top of the bricks.
Yeah. And then how long does this have to sit before you can walk on it, or is there another step?
Overnight, the next day you come back and put on another coat of oil-based sealer.
Now, Berger, how much maintenance is required with a floor like this?
Really very little. Apply oil a couple times every 2 years, wax it once a year, and buff it once a month.
So you buff it regularly?
Yes.
And I imagine it's the kind of floor that will really take on a beautiful patina.
Beautiful.
Good. I can't wait to get our kitchen cabinets installed and get all the work done here. But, you know, I was thinking the other day, this coach house really was built for Chicagoans, turn-of-the-century, working-class people. And I've been curious to see what the other half lived in. So, in a minute, after some messages, we're going to go visit a real unusual mansion. This is the one you don't want to miss. Sears Home Improvement Sale, and the savings are big. Save $250 on this 12.5 horsepower Craftsman 2 tractor with 5 speeds and 38-inch cutting deck. This Craftsman half-horsepower garage door opener is at a great price. And when the pros from Sears install it, it's even a better value. So don't miss the Home Improvement Sale right now at Sears.
If you took all the stores that sell appliances and asked how many actually sell the top 3 name brands, who'd be left? Only Brand Central at Sears. GE, Whirlpool, and Kenmore, that's the Central idea.
If only your tires could talk.
It's so tiring. He babies the car, then abuses me with messy vinyl cleaner. Hey, I'm rubber. Ooh, no-touch tire care. Ooh, nice foam.
Introducing No Touch Tire Care, the first product to clean, shine, and protect tires in one easy step. No scrubbing, no dirty rags, no mess.
Yeah, clean and shiny. Oh, no. Bad doggy. Go away.
Treat your tires right with new No Touch Tire Care.
Sunday and Monday only. Smith's Ultimate Holiday Sale. The Northwest's ultimate furniture, appliance, and electronics savings event. Last year's Memorial Day sale was Smith's biggest event, and we're determined to make this year's sale even bigger. With more merchandise on sale, much lower prices, and 1-year deferred financing. Have what you want in your home now. Pay less for it, and pay nothing for an entire year. During the Ultimate Holiday Sale. Sunday and Monday only, and only at Smith's. Henry Hobson Richardson is one of the best-known 19th century American architects. Here in Chicago, he put up a few impressive buildings, but the Glessner House, which was built in the late 19th century, is one of my favorites. It's a residence which survives today as a house museum. Carol Callahan, the curator, is going to give us a glimpse at the interiors. Come on in. Hi, Carol.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We're looking forward to seeing these 19th century interiors, but before we do, who were the Glessners?
Well, they were industrialists. They were one of the founding families of International Harvester.
Aha, so they were wealthy Americans.
Yes, yes.
And what's special about this house and the design of it?
Well, it's an urban house. It was designed for city living, and it was their winter home. They summered in New Hampshire. And the house is L-shaped in plan. It's very functional. The private bedroom spaces are separate from the formal rooms where your guests would be invited to enter.
So it's really an L plan.
Yes.
Public rooms here and private rooms in that direction. And what's here?
It's also, well, the house is a very personal expression. The library was the center of the Glessners' lives. They moved into this house with 2,500 volumes in their library.
So they were intellectuals as well.
Yes, and they were really coached into the design by Richardson, who was their aesthetic mentor. He gave them pictures of himself. He did this with many of his clients, one of which we have here.
What's this?
Mr. Glessner came from a family that supported the Union before the Civil War, and he was one of the financiers of Lincoln's life mask cast.
So this is a bronze cast of Abraham Lincoln?
Yes,
fabulous.
yes,
Yeah.
and his hands.
Yeah.
And
the
another
desk is pretty remarkable, Carol. It must be about 9 or 10 feet long?
Yes, yes, it's modeled after Richardson's desk in his studio.
So Mr. and Mrs. Glessner could work here?
Yes.
Study?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an interesting story about the fireplace, too, the prominent place of fireplaces in this house. The Glessners brought a lighted coal from the fireplace of the library in their former home to begin the first fire in the library fireplace here.
Nice touch.
So, yes, yes.
It's a beautiful room, and they collect it as well, right? You can see porcelains and things all over the place.
They were also very interested in music.
Really?
Yes. The piano has a colorful history. Paderewski played on this piano. It's a concert grand Steinway that was custom designed for them. Caruso sang in this room.
Wow.
They were very important supporters of the Chicago Symphony. They also patronized other art forms. This is a William Morris textile design. He was the founder of the British Arts and Crafts movement.
That's beautiful,
And this was manufactured by the Royal School of Needlework Art in London.
Amazing that things like this survive and that they're here.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. They entertained a great deal, and sometimes the entire symphony, believe it or not.
The whole Chicago Symphony?
Yes.
How fabulous.
Yes, although not at this table. We don't have the original table, but we do have original chairs
Marvelous
that were designed by Richardson's firm. This room really evidences the involvement of Richardson in the design of the interiors here.
He used gold and oak wherever he could.
Yes, lots of oak in the house. His firm actually took them shopping in Boston. They purchased these Persian tiles at a store in Boston.
They're antique tiles?
Yes, yes.
Super.
On one of those shopping trips. The house is very formal. I mean, the room here is very formal with its gold leaf ceiling, the Japanese leather paper, the gently curving bay, which is very simplistic in its design, and yet it's appointed with these rich red velvet draperies. So popular in the late 19th century.
Yeah, this is really the one room that we've seen that really says, I'm opulent.
Yes.
Very rich. Could we see one of the family's private rooms?
Yes, the master bedroom.
Great.
Bedrooms weren't just bedrooms in the late 19th century. They were also sitting rooms. And this is some of Mrs. Glessner's needlework, her sewing bag and a half-finished embroidery on the settee.
She would have relaxed here.
Yes,
yeah, sure. It's a beautiful room, but I'm struck by the fact that it's on the first floor right next to the front door.
Yeah. We don't really know why the Glessners requested this of Richardson, but he complied. It's very unusual for the period.
You can control the teenagers, I suppose. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
The wallpaper is by William Morris, and the interesting thing about this, it's still produced in the late 19th century manner on the same equipment that was used.
Is that right?
In the late 19th century.
But this was recently installed?
Yes, yes. The furniture is by Isaac Scott. These are pieces that they actually commissioned for their former house.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very different style than the other furniture we've seen in the house. Scott designed in the aesthetic movement style, and it's very full of nature motifs, and birds were a common feature on his work.
It's a good match with the wallpaper.
Yes, it works very well.
Did he also do this library piece?
He did. And when the Glessners moved into this house, actually because of their contact with Richardson, the Isaac Scott pieces all became secondary furniture and were relegated to hallways and bedrooms and spaces like that. I think this piece is really wonderful because it's very architectural. We have the roof shingles up here. It almost looks like a townhouse.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's incredible that one American family were so prolific in their collecting and meeting artists and patronizing them, and that the House Museum still has all these pieces in one place.
Yes, we think it's a very special property.
It's terrific. Thank you for the tour.
Thank you.
We'll be back after these messages.
The results are in. Thompson's House and Deck Stain waterproofs better than even the leading brand's premium stain, because only Thompson Stain contains Thompson's Water Seal. It waterproofs and beautifies in one easy step. Thompson Stain. Seal water out, seal color in.
Red Devil enamel. You can always count on its durable finish. Harder than ordinary paints, its beauty lasts and lasts. Red Devil enamel for the finish of a lifetime.
Something beautiful is about to happen. Now, the wonderful fragrance of flowers in the field is coming to your home. Introducing new Renews It fragrance jars. Just take these beautiful handcrafted ceramic jars and fill them with their own scented oil. The porous surface continuously releases fresh potpourri fragrance into the air. Imagine the fragrance of flowers in the field in your home with new Renews-It fragrance jars. Refills also available.
I've appreciated exceptional quality since I was a kid.
Just like his father.
And I learned from my dad, just as he learned from his.
That's 3 generations.
That our customers admire superior craftsmanship. They appreciate style and originality, and they deserve nothing less than a fair price.
Nick should know. He's been around fine jewelry and gifts since he could crawl. Don't drop it, honey.
Carl Grieve, the art of exceptional value.
Boyd's Whole Bean Coffee at Safeway and Keno's.
Some of my patients have a different occupation than most of us, with far more ups and downs. For my superstar, I prescribed a good night's sleep on a Simmons Beauty Rest.
When you glide and twist and turn at work, you don't want to toss and turn at night. That's why I chose a Simmons Beauty Rest. And when I thought of Simmons, I thought of Smith, because nobody cares like Smith.
Well, we're a pretty far ways from Prairie Avenue and the luxury spreads, but we've got a garage door here in Wicker Park, and Lou Dassaw has put it in for us. Hi, Lou.
Hi, Bob.
How are you? Now, this is a steel door, right?
Yeah, it's a dip galvanized steel door, pre-finished. It's a pretty standard door today.
It's a good choice for an urban setting like this,
Yes,
right
it
on
is.
the alley.
Yes.
Can you insulate it if you want to?
Yes, it comes with kits that you can just insert the panels. It's very, very simple to do, and
Rigid
it
insulation.
does a good job. It's
Yeah.
a rigid insulation, yes.
Now, our garage is pretty tiny, and one of the problems that I knew you had to deal with was no clearance up here, right?
That's true, Bob. It's what normal, you need at least 10 inches of headroom here.
Yeah, in order for the door to clear.
In order for the door to clear, right.
And so you've had to use a different kind of track.
Yeah, we had to set the door up what we call a double track. It's a vertical track. And what it does, it allows this here front section, as you can see, to come back right away in its own individual track, which gives us the extra clearance that we need to make this door operable.
Exactly, and the other panels go on the second track.
Right, it's in the track all by itself.
Yeah, it's a pretty ingenious situation.
Yes, it is.
But this is my favorite part. You're going to put down the garage door opener, the automatic opener in place.
I just got it assembled,
and is it ready to go? Can we hang it up?
First of all, Bob, what we have to do is we have to reinforce the door, which is very important to reinforce this top door so it doesn't
Why do you need reinforcing?
Because with the pull of the operator and the type of door that it is, you need to reinforce it.
That's right.
So you don't bend your door. Plus, it gives you a little more security coming in.
Sure.
So all we do is put that right there like that.
Good.
And what we're going to have to do is take this first lag off here, and I have these clips that we'll insert to hold this here strut in place. And we'll put a clip back here. And these are what we call self-tappers, so they should just tap in by themselves without drilling a hole.
Beautiful.
So it does a pretty good job, Bob. Okay, what I have to do now is I have to take this lag out and put this clip up there to hold this here strut. And then we put one down at the bottom to make sure. Okay, Bob, now what we want to do is we want to put a piece of pre-punched here, which I already cut, thank you. And we're going to have to take this out. And this is recommended by the manufacturer of the door to
give you added strength.
Give us added strength here. So what we'll do is we'll just do that, replace these here back.
Yep. That impact wrench really makes it go quickly, the impact gun.
the tools to do the job.
Yeah.
And then you put another one up here through this here strut, and we'll put one. Hey,
Good.
Bob.
So now can we put the opener on?
Well, not quite. I just like to look here and make sure that the trolley is set in the right position.
This is the trolley right
Yes,
here.
that's the trolley, and it's very important is because if you get the trolley too far back,
Yeah.
what happens, it messes up the limits that are in the unit.
Sure. And what ends up happening is that if the limits are off, then when you hit the opener,
Right.
it might only open halfway.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've got the trolley where you need it.
It's all set. So now what we have to do is we just have to bring the unit here and hook it in this
into the bracket.
bracket up here, and then we got a pin here.
Just like a cotter pin.
Right. And you just slide it through. Okay, we got that, and you got a little keep that you put in there. It's a little tight here because of the headroom. Okay.
Good.
All right, we're all secure up here. So what we do is release the trolley here and let it go down. And now we're ready to position it up.
Now, how do you mount this? Right onto the drywall up there?
Yeah, right onto the drywall, but we got this pre-punched angle here that we mount.
That's the heavy-duty stuff that you can get where? At the same place you bought the door?
At any hardware, any lumber yard, a door supply, or any place like that. It's pretty common because they use it for shelves.
So, Lou, have you found some good structure to tie up onto?
Yeah, that's real important. Is that you got to find the ceiling joists here.
Yeah.
And it's like right here, you got a joist right here.
Good.
You have one right here, because this is pretty much where we're going to be, right in here.
So how do you cut this angle stuff?
So I have this here cutter, Bob, and what we do is we determine the size we need, okay? So we just take and go by the joist here, which is, should be 16 inches. So I usually cut it like about 20 inches.
Yeah.
And then we just mark it. And it's pretty easy.
It's a lot easier than a hacksaw, yeah.
To take the angles and bolt it to the power head. And do the other side too.
Looks good.
Okay, we're all secure there, Bob.
So can we put it in place
We're
now?
ready to lift it up now.
Yeah.
Give me a hand. Okay, we're secure now, Bob.
Good. Now, there's only one other question. We've got a loose wire. No, that's the antenna. What about these two little knobs here?
What these knobs do is that they're a sensitivity, and they're required by law now. In case there's an obstruction like a child, automobile, on the way down, it'll automatically reverse itself so there's no injury to the vehicle or to the child.
And this controls that safety
And that
feature.
controls the sensitivity of it. You can adjust it real fine, or you can adjust it strong.
Good. Okay, we're going to break for a couple of messages. When we come back, we'll test it.
Because Americans have reasons to celebrate all year long, Myers has a way to put nothing between you and the fun. It's Myers Sparkling Grape Juice, the perfect combination of 100% fun, 0% alcohol. All 8 festive flavors are natural, with no added sugar. They're crisp and bubbly, absolutely delicious. Look for them at your supermarket or gourmet shop. With 100% fun and 0% alcohol, Myers always rises to the occasion.
When Bryant asked me to test this high-efficiency air conditioner, I said, sure, if I can test it my way. Check it out. Energy-saving copper tubing and a weather-resistant finish. Details that tell me that Bryant builds this baby to last.
For air conditioners that are built with the right stuff to last, check your yellow pages for the Bryant dealer near you.
And now for the toughest test of all, the Jaeger test. Bryant, the right stuff to last.
The lowest prices of the year are at Sears' Big Memorial Day paint sale. Save $4 on your choice of Sears Easy Living Satin and Low Luster Semi-Gloss finishes. Both on sale just $12.99. But hurry, sale ends Memorial Day at Sears. Get gallon after gallon of great savings at Sears' Big Memorial Day paint sale. Our premium quality weather beater flat finish is on sale. Just $12.99 for the paint guaranteed to last for 10 years. But hurry, sale ends Memorial Day at Sears.
Okay, Bob, now all we really have to do is connect this to this reinforcement piece of angle. And what we do is we put the one bolt through and we'll double nut it.
For extra strength?
And well, it does. It locks the one nut on the other, and it's a little more secure.
Yeah. All right, now can we test it?
We're ready to go.
Not bad. Thanks a lot for your help, Lou. Job well done. Let's see if it closes. Good. That's going to be a wrap for this week. Come home again next week when we'll install a fancy whirlpool tub in our master bathroom, and we'll be receiving our kitchen cabinets, showing you how to put the countertops down and cut in for some appliances. And finally, we'll check in with Ron on the budget. So, till then, I'm Bob Vila. It's good to have you home again.
If only your tires could talk.
It's so tiring. He babies the car, then abuses me with messy vinyl cleaner. Hey, I'm rubber. Ooh, no-touch tire care. Ooh, nice foam.
Introducing No Touch Tire Care, the first product to clean, shine, and protect tires in one easy step. No scrubbing, no dirty rags, no mess.
Yeah, clean and shiny. Oh, no, bad doggy, go away.
Treat your tires right with new No Touch Tire Care.
Bankruptcy. It can ruin your life.
I wasn't making enough money to pay my bills. Getting further behind and my creditors were on me. Almost filed bankruptcy. But I heard it would stay on my credit record for 10 years. It would be tough to buy things on credit.
Consumer Credit Counseling Service, the best alternative to bankruptcy.
They solve debt problems by working with your creditors to avoid bankruptcy.
Call Consumer Credit Counseling Service today.
I'm glad I did.
When you want to catch the tastiest seafood, sail to McGrath's Public Fish House, where the seafood is fresh and the service is friendly, where the catch of the day might be mesquite broiled, deep fried, or sautéed, but always moist, always tender, where the good times roll and the prices are right. Hot, steamy crab legs, 1 whole pound, dipped in butter, complete dinner only $7.95. So bring the family and bring the appetite, because at McGrath's, you're going to get hooked. McGrath's Public Fish House. There's one near you.
Good taste need not be expensive. Vancouver Furniture simply sells it for less. Right now, we're having a no sales tax, good old American sale. Save on the good stuff. Lazy Boy, Posturepedic, Douglas, Riverside, Lane, Bassett, Simmons, Stratford, Universal, Fisher, Frigidaire, Mitsubishi. No money down, at least 2 years to pay. Free hot dogs and soda Saturday through Monday. Free flags for fun. No sales tax. A lot of Portland stores sell great furniture. We simply sell it for less.
These people all have something in common. The cars they drive have that new-looking tires. And surprisingly, over half of today's cars drive on them. They're lower, they're wider. Some call them touring tires, others call them performance tires. Whatever you call them, at Les Schwab, we've got them. The right speed rating, the right size and style, backed and riding by the Les Schwab warranty. It's why we say, when you're ready to replace the tires on your new car, performance or touring, the name to know is Les Schwab.
bass, crappie, and prizes. Tonight at 6:30.